Okay, so Priyanka will be starting over. Priyanka, you ready?
Yeah. Uh, am I audible?
Yeah, I'll share my
Okay.
screen.
Okay, sure. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, Priyanka, go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Vinita. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session on serverless solution use case hosted by Peritos Solutions. Here, we'll discuss how you can build a solution use case leveraging the horizontal or industry vertical solutions from SCD. Let me quickly give you a brief about us. We are advanced tier partners of AWS. We provide software development and we are a consulting firm based out of India, New Zealand, and Australia and US. We cater to clients across the globe. Now, I would like to introduce today's presenters. That will be me, Priyanka Srivastava. I am an AWS expert from the Peritos team, and of course, our director, Peritos Solutions, Vinita Kasliwal. She'll be sharing more details and she'll be giving the demos during the webinar. Now, let me take you through today's agenda. So it will be like serverless market. We'll talk about serverless market opportunity, AWS serverless technology overview. I think Vinita, we can go a slide back, please. Oh, thank you. So then what customers are building through AWS serverless solution use case, industry specific solution plays, and of course we'll have the Q&A section. Yes. Okay, as you see, talking about serverless solutions, so this is all part of a bigger movement. We are in the middle of a paradigm shift. Cloud providers automate the abstract away as much as possible, which is in the direct support of what business leaders want to build better products and win more customers in IT. And our ability to do that at a rapid pace has improved significantly with infrastructure as a code, CI/CD pipelines with automated security and compliance and serverless. So, as leaders, we must find a way to emerge from our clients' state, skill sets, and organization structures in support of our business objectives. Like AWS also quotes that 62% of enterprises have adopted serverless, and the number is growing rapidly. These are the perks of winning customers by using serverless, like decoupling software systems, focusing on business logics, etc. Okay, why are customers building with a serverless first strategy? So these are the reasons customers are adopting for a serverless strategy and which are aligned to what customers are looking for. And these are also the areas where we put the most investment, like save up to 80% of the maintenance and approximately 70% of development when adopting a serverless first strategy for building modern applications. Customers can save up to 57% in TCO when they switch from servers like EC2 to AWS Lambda. Customers today, 87% of Lambda's usage is net new AWS compute usage, or it is net positive compute usage that initiates more overall fit in other AWS services and application that any compute can replace. AWS is fortunate to have maybe have thousands of years of engineering experience building applications in the cloud, and we have learned even more from our customers. And we use all this experience to bake into our services the lessons we have learned about building in the cloud. We take the things that are common across all cloud applications and build them into our services in a way that they completely disappear. So you don't have to think about them, or at least we make them as simple as possible to use and control. So there are four key areas where we always are innovating to try to provide those simple, powerful capabilities, as you see. Agility to help developers and operators to move fast. Next one is performance to support as many workload as possible. Next one will be low cost as they follow your usage and built-in continuously improving security. So here in serverless computing, you can see command-driven and event-driven. So these are the common architecture that we have. In serverless computing, command-driven architecture operates on explicit user-initiated requests or commands triggering specific functions like Lambda to execute based on user actions. On the other hand, if you see for event-driven architecture, it responds to events like file uploading, database update, triggering corresponding Lambda functions, allowing automated, scalable, and efficient execution without explicit user commands. So now here you see the modern application architecture that typically consists of three essential layers. First one is presentation layer. This layer focuses on user interaction and interface design, ensuring a seamless user experience. It involves components like UI, UX designs, web pages, or mobile app screens. Next layer will be business logic layer. Here, the core application logic resides, encompassing algorithms, calculations, and rules that define the application's behavior and functionalities. And last one will be the data layer. This layer manages data storage, retrieval, and manipulation. It includes databases, data models, and APIs, enabling the application to interact with and manage various types of data. So Lego is a notable adopter of serverless computing, utilizes an event-driven design for Lambda functions. Events like user interactions on their online platforms trigger specific Lambda functions, facilitating real-time responses and streamlined processes. This approach allows Lego to efficiently scale its application, manage bursts of traffic during product launches, and enhance overall user satisfaction by providing a seamless and responsive user experience. So these are the few examples that enterprises are achieving results at scale of AWS Serverless. So if you see, there are, we have taken few companies names like Compass. They have built an integrated experience with Netflix in just 4 months, which enabled their teams to move faster and attract the best talent while they were also doing the cost cutting. Same for Capital One, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and Anonymity. They have been also following the same, and almost they have saved around less than 4 months, and their cost has also gone down. So if we talk about Capital One, it has around it has reduced the time to build up new application infrastructure by more than 99%. McDonald's less than 4 months, scales to 20,000 orders per second with less than 100 meters latency. Then Coca-Cola migrated integrated communication systems. It has also reduced cost over 65%, while they have increased request over 3 times to 80 million calls per month. And NMT also with cost of analysis by 90% and time of analysis by 95%. So why is AWS Serverless useful for innovating and building event-driven and distributed systems? So well, serverless constellation to manage services that can intro. Am I audible? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So I'll start over again. Sorry, I thought I was not audible. Well, serverless constellation of managed services that can integrate together to build complex, highly scalable workloads. These pieces allow a lot of flexibility and rich businesses logic without the need to always write code for plumbing or manage underlying infrastructure. The serverless mindset is one of leveraging managed services and the seamless integration between them. The integration is incredibly useful to building message-oriented, event-driven, and streaming services and systems in the enterprises and beyond. Now we'll focus on examining how to use serverless for all these use cases that we discussed here. So why serverless? So this growth of serverless is because of it is helping to make your job easier. With a serverless operating model, you delegate well architecture fundamentals to AWS. So you can have automatically scale, you can do automatically scales up and down with demand, leverages built-in reliability and security, reduces cost and pay as you go usage, and it is easy to use. So these are the benefits of going serverless. So if you're interested in learning more, so these are a few URLs that we have kept here. You can uh, have a look and you can click on these and get more information about serverless. We can maybe share this after the in the last part of the event. Now, what are the partner benefits of building a serverless offering? So you get funding, go to market solution space, then we have pipeline buildings and trainings. So Vinita will be discussing more on this, so about the fundings and all. So majorly what we discussed, so we'll have a demo as well with Vinita. So now I would request Vinita to please take over from here.
Yeah, thanks, Priyanka. Okay, so there are some examples that she's already shared with you on what you could do with Lambda as a use case. There are further examples that I'm also going to share, but essentially the architecture, a happy path looks like below. You have an API layer, you have a storage layer, a notification layer, business logic, and then the data gets sent to the front end. And you can see that there are multiple lambdas that are implemented in this architecture. And it's a combination of serverless compute technology that helps developer to build mission critical applications for that is even cost effective. So these are some of the benefits of using or going via partner. These are AWS specific fundings. You get 60K cash. Um, as a partner, we understand your use case, we understand how it works, and obviously their terms and conditions apply. But if your Lambda consumption is, let's say, up to 100K something, then to just deliver the project, the implementation efforts are negated by the AWS team, and you can get up to 60K USD on a case-to-case basis. There's also a 15K USD cash for, again, light assessments and mobilizations that you could do for smaller automated scale solutions that are needed for the business. So it's important you identify what exactly you guys are doing in terms of your current businesses or maybe the jobs that you are doing with AWS and how Lambda can be utilized, which helps you to build a use case. And then we can put it ahead in front of AWS and get from our support. We'll try our best to secure funding for our customers. So these are some more fundings that are available. Like you can get 10% of the first year of AWS consumption, which is maximum of 25K. There's also a POC funding, which is for smaller projects. So if you're just trying to build a use case, which is maybe a unique one for your business or just a unique one industry specific solution, so AWS can fund you to build that particular application on the cloud. Okay, this the demo today would basically comprise of e-commerce industries solution. We work with a lot of e-commerce retail clients, and they have a very difficult time managing their images. A seller will upload the product images to an S3 bucket. So currently what happens, the use case is where you want to upload a set of images which has to meet a specific standard because they have to be a set dimension. You also need to put a watermark, otherwise there's a chance that it may be plagiarized or someone else may use your product images, or it may just be available for free download on Google. So to avoid all that, generally the customer, what they do manually is they add a watermark to the image. They try to classify the image in different folders so they can know which image is for which product category. And they also store the images in different like in case of different specifications, they have to store images of different sizes for a particular product. If they have to, let's say, upload in Amazon or maybe upload in some other retail platform. So today, we will basically be showing you, let me show you a Lambda use case that we've built. This is for demo image analysis. So you create a Lambda, and there's a very basic coding that you need to know, and it supports multiple code structures. So let's look at, okay, so let's look at what this code does. It's basically reading the image from an S3 bucket. So we upload all the images in an S3 bucket. We use a service called Amazon Recognition. which detect the labels or try to identify the image in different categories. It also identifies, let's say, if you have like a specific moderation for the image that you need, you can add that. Like it should not be showing any text, or maybe it should not be of, let's say, a specific size. You can add those kind of moderation. You can print the images and resize them as needed, which will then tell the system that all images should be resized of a particular width and maybe a pixel size. Once this is done, you put a watermark. So in this, I'm just adding a simple text called watermark, and I am converting this image using image recognition uploaded on S3 into a new S3 bucket, which is called the processed image bucket, as you see here. And when this image bucket processes the image, you get the final image automatically. Now, this is all serverless, so it doesn't have to be running all the time. As soon as the image comes in, you are ready with the images. The number of images that it processes, that's what the compute cost would be. So what I do here is I will be showing you my S3 buckets. So this is my S3 bucket. Okay. And let me upload an image here of, let's say, a particular bag that I've added. Once I have done this, I'll click on upload. Image is loaded successfully, as you can see here. We go back to the Lambda and I refresh it. Now you also want to know, like whenever I upload an image, it automatically detects the content of the image. Like the previous image I had, it had got box and cardboard, cartoon, food, sweets, etc. So it recognizes that. Currently, it's just doing. And yeah, see, it's reading the image, drawing the image. After drawing the text, saves the image again. And now it comes in the different S3 bucket. So I go to a new S3 bucket, which is the demo processed image bucket. And it may just take a while. Yeah, so here you see the bag image. And when I open it, you can see the watermark and the image here. So if I show you the original image that I uploaded, look like this. And the new image has got a watermark text and is slightly, if you can figure out, it's slightly smaller. Yeah, to match the standard of, let's say, a retail platform like maybe Amazon or maybe Flipkart or something else that the retailer wants. So this saves ton of time, and it helps a particular, from the retail side, the business owner to understand how this can be automated, and a lot of further use cases can be built out of this. So this is like a simple demo that we prepared. This case can be further added with multiple more rules and, let's say, like categorizing into different objects, buckets, adding tags to the images, also uploading it directly on, let's say, a Amazon platform via APIs and all that. So you can help like build a proper use case and use AWS Lambda for those kind of services. I just want to go back to my PPT here. Okay, so coming back here to the PPT. So we discussed all this, the demo scenario. Now, if you guys are interested, you can register and send an email at this ID. We'll be sharing the deck as well with you. If you have a use case currently, you can just text us, message on this chat group, and we are happy to take a maximum of 3 registration on the spot. And those will be qualified And we prefer people talk to us during the event. It helps the event to be interactive, as well as we secure your position to be the top three on the list that we get. You can also share your use case via email if it's confidential, and we are happy to help you build or maybe create a small POC just the way we did here. Any particular service implementation or existing workload assessment that you need us to do? Maybe you're already an AWS customer and you want to see if your Lambdas are optimized or not. You want to discuss about like how you can save using Lambdas or just a well architect review, etc. You can again discuss those things also with us. So the way this works is you get onboarded, you sign off and agree for us to proceed ahead to present your case to the AWS team. Then you can decide whether you want to proceed with or without the funding. The work delivered by AWS as well as the Peritos team. And once we get the sign off, you can then be ready with the work that we deliver. In the upcoming sessions, we continue to discuss more about how cloud computing and serverless can be used in terms of improving your business and managing your business better. Social media moderation is one of the important aspects where you can moderate whatever is posted onto your social media channels. Amazon recognition will detect content that's inappropriate, unwanted, or maybe offensive, and it will trigger an email to the admin team or whoever your marketing team is, and they will get to know that immediately instead of figuring that out manually themselves. And another use case that we'll discuss is the chatbot using Lex and Lambda. So if you want to book a trip, a hotel, or anything, you can route the customer to the right department and identify sales qualified lead versus a general user. Now, this may be more applicable from again a retail or travel industry specific, but this one is more generic use case for all businesses. Yep, that's all. If you guys have questions, please do let us know. We are happy to take up any specific questions, case scenarios, or anything that we can help you with. Sirag, you can take over. If there's no question, then we can maybe close the session. If there are still any messages that you want to send us for your use case or you have anything else, you can reach out to us later as well.
Great. I think there is no more questions in the chat box. Hence we can wind up the today's session.
Okay. Thank you. And we look forward to discussing more about how AWS serverless and computing technologies can be used to streamline your business better and make leverage of AWS specific services. So we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.